Are you ready to rock out with Teaser Talk? A podcast full of music, fashion, humor, and randomness. Here are your hosts, Donna and Holly.
Hope you are having the most rad day today. Donna and Holly here with another kick-ass podcast. Welcome to episode 7, the Time and Distance interview.
Yes, episode 6 was a really fun episode. I hope everybody checked that out. If you didn't, please do. It is a special video segment with my mom, and we played Home with a Rock Star. It was lots of fun, and that's actually something we did while Holly was here, and she was actually here so we could attend the Time and Distance and Scenes from a Movie show. So that's actually when we got to record this interview.
Yes, shout out to Greg for inviting us to the secret show on Thursday. We had the privilege of watching Scenes from a Movie and Time and Distance play before the big weekend. So thank you, Greg. I feel like our entire weekend was filled with nothing but music, which was pretty kick-ass.
Yes, absolutely. So that's a pretty good representation of us, I would say. Lots of music and a little bit of bullshit. Perfect. That's Donna and Holly.
Yes, it is for sure. Before we start the interview, let's talk about the Time and Distance show and the time that we spent. Obviously, we saw 2 awesome bands that weekend, and we feel like each band should have their own episode. So, Donna, what would you say was your favorite part about the show that weekend?
Definitely just being able to hang out with both the bands. As you said before, Greg's awesome. He gave us the opportunity to go to that secret show, and we got to talk to him throughout our weekend at the different shows we were at, and he kind of, as you said, let us be a fly on the wall. He was really open to let us see what was going on behind the scenes with the bands. I thought it was really funny. My absolute favorite thing was Greg talking to us about episode 3, which is when we first introduced Scenes from a Movie and Time and Distance, and kind of just opened up to let everyone know about these interviews that we're about to share. And it was funny because he said he was flattered, but it was so weird. He'd never had somebody do an entire podcast just about him, and he didn't know how to feel about it. And I just thought it was super cute.
I'm going to say he was a little bit creeped out, probably.
That's okay. We have that effect on people. We've already established that. We're not surprised when we make people uncomfortable.
That's awesome. Well, I hope you enjoyed this interview as much as we did.
Absolutely. Hope you enjoy it.
Hey, everyone. We're here with Time and Distance. Welcome. So just to get started, you guys, if you don't mind just introducing yourself, who you are, and what you do in the band.
I'm Rob. I play guitar and sing.
I'm Dustin. I slap the bass and sing.
I'm Greg. I play guitar and sing.
I'm Chris. I play guitar and sing.
He's actually a lovely tenor.
So you guys recently dropped a single, Caribbean Sunrise. Is there an album to follow anytime soon?
Not really. We've been doing we recorded a bunch of songs, and that one just kind of was left over. We've been doing a bunch of single releases for the last while, and that one we just kind of were sitting on. So we figured we might as well put it out. We've been talking about doing some writing and maybe trying to do another record, but there's no concrete plans at this point. But
very cool. Well, what's interesting is I remember we watched you guys in high school. We're 15, so we feel like 15 every time we see you guys live. It's really cool. But it's interesting because a lot of those bands then aren't still around now.
Right.
They kind of fizzled out. So what do you think, what would you say that keeps Time and Distance going today?
Too stubborn or stupid to quit. Whichever way you want to call it, I don't know. It's fun. I think that at this point, obviously, play music, everybody's, you want to do something and, do something, the biggest, best thing you can do. But I think with us, we kind of, have, aspirations in check where it's, it's not such a thing of, when I was, 19 and it's, oh, we're going to be rock stars and whatever. Now it's just, man, if I can, get to have a good time playing music with my friends and, maybe work towards, supplementing my income, if not actually, paying bills, playing music, it's, that's kind of, the new dream is just to, keep doing it, And it's still fun. It's cool. We have a good time playing together, and people still kind of care and come out to shows and sing and whatever. So it's fun.
Yeah, for sure.
So, I have a quick question. So, where did you meet all these guys? How did they enter the band?
Oh God. Well, so Chris.
Go ahead, Greg.
Chris has been in a band for about 5 years now, and I needed a drummer and put some stuff out, and we talked a couple times, and he hit me up about it, and he's like, oh, but I'm like 16, and I was like, just totally hard pass, like stopped replying, like whatever, and then at some point fully forgot this exchange ever happened, and I don't remember, did I hit you up again, or did you hit me back up?
No, I was just like, hey man, like need to know what's going on.
Okay, and so eventually,
never said no.
So eventually we get together and we jam. And Chris this time was smart enough to lie and say he was already 18. So by the time it came back around that I figured out that he wasn't, it was like, well, you know all the songs and you're a good hang and like whatever. So I spent 5 years lying for him, saying he was 21. Whatever. But yeah, and then Rob we kind of poached from our friend's band. Because he was really good. Rob's great, obviously, and he plays guitar for some friends of ours that I had like recorded some records for and stuff, and so we had always been like in our inner discussions being like, man, Rob's good, I wish we could steal Rob. And then one night, like we're all drinking and he's just like, if you guys ever want me to play, I'm totally down. And we're like, well, that's the end, like we didn't steal you, you made the offer. And then Dustin plays bass now, would play guitar for a while before we got Rob. And Dustin was in one of Chris's first bands before Chris was in Time and Distance, so they were friends forever. And I kind of met Dustin through Chris, and he was just always around. And then we started playing together, and here we are.
One big family. Yeah, happy family.
It's us.
Okay, so I've seen you play quite a few times, and I've noticed that you close a lot of shows with Take Me Home Country Roads.
Yeah.
Why is that? So it seems like you're pretty passionate about West Virginia.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's like, it's a fun one.
Yeah.
It's a fun way to go out. Like, we don't do it as much, like, out of town.
Yeah.
But, like, for home, it's, like, it's always a good way to, like, go out, you know? And it's like, yeah, we're always repping West Virginia.
Right.
Like, West Virginia's, like, the underdog state of, unless you're talking about, like, Rhode Island or something. Like, you know, there's not, like, a whole bunch of bands, like, from here, like, repping the place or whatever. So, like, yeah, it's definitely that. And then, like, you know, it's cool, it's rocked up,
Yeah.
and it's, like, the one we know we can go out and everybody knows the words to it, and they're like, oh, cool.
Yes.
That's sweet, you know.
So what is it that keeps you in West Virginia? What do you really love about the state?
Somebody else take this one.
You can answer however you want.
Somebody, I don't know. I mean, it's cool. It's like, in a practical sense, it's like we're like a day's drive from pretty much anywhere in the country you want to go. It's relatively cheap to live here. All of our friends and families and stuff are here. I mean, like, for me personally, I've moved around a little bit and lived other places and stuff, but it's, for some reason, you just always end up back here.
That's awesome. So we caught you guys on Thursday at the Empty Glass, and Greg, this is for you. A question for you. It was cool seeing you perform with other bands. Is that something you do? Was that just a special occasion, or is that something you do from time to time?
It kind of varies. I mean, I'm kind of that dude that's, if somebody I know needs a pair of hands to play whatever, I'm usually down. But those dudes, Pantry is a kid that I've been recording a record for, and so their bass player's dad is like kind of sick right now, so he can't do a lot of stuff. And they were playing a few shows like with no bass player, which is terrible. Like, it just doesn't sound good. It doesn't sound good, like, in general. So eventually they're like, you should just fill in and play bass. And it's like, okay. And that show is, I think, the third show I've played with them, and I still pretty much don't know the songs. They're just like calling out chords to me, like, as they come around. Like, I still only sort of know the songs. So, but no, it's fun. I mean, like, I like doing stuff like that, like whether it's playing guitar or bass, or I've even played drums for a couple of my friends' bands at various times. But it's like kind of keeps me on my toes of like, just, you know. It's a funny thing too is that like Chris is the drummer, but Dustin's actually pretty good at, I'd say you're probably better than me, honestly, as a drummer. But like, either way, but that's like Chris's nightmare, like unrelated to that question, but that's Chris's nightmare when we start writing songs, is like he has 3 people that think they know how to play drums trying to tell him how to play drum parts.
Do you agree with that, Chris?
Oh, absolutely.
All right, so for those people who maybe haven't heard anything from Time and Distance, or just maybe want to hear more from you guys, what's the best place to find your music?
I mean, we're on Spotify and Bandcamp, iTunes, all of those, whatever.
Just listed all of them, guys.
There's
the best.
There's a vegan straight edge band on there too that'll confuse people.
There comes out.
Now but you guys are under like 2 different ways in Spotify, which was funny because the longest time I was like going to crappy YouTube like quality videos and like listening to your old stuff, and then thankfully you would clear that up after.
Yeah, just an ampersand.
Yeah, I've emailed Spotify like 100 times trying to get them to merge it, but they don't care.
Yeah, Spotify.
We don't have enough monthly listeners for them to care.
Aw, we'll start listening more.
Yeah, we'll start like every morning.
I think so.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Really?
Yeah, I looked today.
You said what? What was it?
So we're verified.
On
I didn't even
Spotify.
know that.
Ooh.
We're a real band now.
Yeah.
All right. Well, maybe you should try to email them again now.
Hey,
Maybe they'll keep
I'm
you
verified. I'm verified. Please take this email Please take this email seriously.
Subject line: I'm verified.
Just screenshots of it zooming in
Yeah.
on the.
And then like the email picture, like your picture of your email needs to be like
Yeah, there you go.
verified. Yeah. Legit stuff.
Right. Okay. So before we close out, do any of you guys have any last words? Anything you want to
Famous
say to your
last
fans? There you go. Famous last words.
Quotes to live by.
Thanks for listening.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for taking the time to sit down. We are looking forward to
Thank you
seeing you
guys.
guys tonight.
Thank you guys.
Yes.
Thanks a lot.
All right, guys. So I really hope you enjoyed that interview. It was a lot of fun. Holly, so what was your favorite part about your weekend here? We didn't get to talk a lot about that, but you got to spend the weekend here in West Virginia. What was your favorite part?
My favorite part, I would have to say, was getting to hear "Lost in You," which is my favorite song by them. Got to hear it twice actually, so that was exciting. I also finally got a Time and Distance shirt that I'm super excited about. The shirt reminds me of Fight Club, like the logo, like the Fight Club for the movie, and I'm in love with it.
Right. You're going to have to share a picture of that on our new Instagram.
Oh, yes. So we do have an Instagram account, you guys, since I suck at Twitter.
And I don't think you're the only one that sucks at Twitter.
I think Twitter just sucks in general. It's just not interesting since it's just words, right? Like, it's not very visual.
Right. Words just don't do it.
Yeah, not interested in that. Follow our Instagram account, which is @TeaserTalk. We still do have our Twitter, which Donna can function, and that is @talk_2_teaser. We would love to hear from you. Let us know what you think about this interview. Do you have any random topics you want us to talk about? Or if you have a band suggestion for us to interview, that would be awesome.
Right, and make sure that you tune in next Tuesday so you can hear the Scenes from a Movie interview, which is really great. There are a few little teasers on our Instagram, and they said that they feel like it's one of their most genuine interviews to date. So that's something you've really got to check out. I was pretty ecstatic that they felt like we gave them that opportunity to have that authentic interview. So you've got to hear it. I know I've got to hear it again, so tune in next week.
Absolutely, you guys keep rocking.
Thank you for listening to Teaser Talk. For topic requests and to connect with the hosts, follow @talk_2_teaser on Twitter. Keep rocking.